And here we go with that video. And we're going to speak about it in just one moment with Johann Skocek.
54. Rosie Effiong.
That is Ireland's very own, all the way from Tallaght, Adeleke. Johann, you're very, very welcome to the show this evening. We've spoken before, but now you're joining us here for the first time. Johann, I just want to get your opinion as an expert in America, in American universities. How do you rate the quality of anti-doping?
Thanks for having me. I already learned so much from listening to you. So, anti-doping in the USA and the American. You asked me about anti-doping.
Yeah.
Colleges. I've been a sports journalist in Austria for 40 years. And I'm not sure anti-doping measures in the US colleges and sports clubs exists, because we all know cases, very famous cases from world champions, Olympic champions having tested positive before the Olympics. It was shown under the desk, and you know all the names. And they went to the Olympics and scored gold. You know.
This is it. I mean, yeah. Sorry. Go ahead, Johann.
No.
No, I look with this girl, Razat Adeleke. She's an Irish-born girl. She is one of the, we'll say in a nice way, new Irish. So the same in many countries, people who've moved in, a lot of Irish Americans, for example, or Swedish Irish who are who were parents were moved across and they were born there and so on. Myself and Andrew, our kids would be, English Russians or Irish Russians or whatever. So I mean, it's great to see that development. But in Ireland, there's a very much an unquestioning nature about her success, and especially going to the University of Texas, which has a long-term history of, as you mentioned, like with issues. Do you think, and I'm going to this to step into our next part of the conversation, do you think that our own athletes don't dope?
I think they are doping all over the world.
Okay.
I know a story about. I'm not sure if we talked about it. You have to excuse me. I'm wearing this earphones because otherwise I would have difficulties following your very fluent and for me a little foreign English. So I have to strain myself. But this story about the trainer of who was the guy who won the Seoul 100 meters.
Oh, Ben Johnson, Charlie Francis.
Ben Johnson, yeah, the chief trainer of Ben Johnson, and he was in Europe, and he was on a studio on a with trainers, and he told a story that the most he learned was from the East German trainers. The most he learned about training and doping was from the East European trainers. And I know that Pansort was pissed. And Pansort, he attended many things like that, lecturing the Austrian trainers of very many disciplines. In the 80s, it was long before East Germany broke up, and he got federal money for doing this. So this was at the time when I think everybody must have known that this was a guy who did certain things, and still he was invited to Austria to lecture the sports medicines of Austria. And nobody could tell me up to this day that they didn't know.
This is the thing.
They are connected all over the world. They're exchanging their things, and so. But the sports medicine in Austria was so down. in the 80s and 90s, they were thankful, they were falling on their knees to have guys like Panzold come and lecture them. So